Today, we're diving deep into the science of GLP-1 agonists, drugs like Ozempic and Wegovy, and their impact on body composition. You've heard they help with weight loss, but how do they really work, and what's the truth about muscle loss? We'll also debunk some popular myths, including intermittent fasting. And I'll give you a precise protocol to maximize fat loss while preserving your precious muscle. Let's get into the evidence. GLP-1 stands for glucagon-like peptide 1. These drugs mimic a natural hormone in your body that's released after you eat. This hormone does three key things. First, it tells your brain you're full, which is a powerful appetite suppressant. Second, it slows down how quickly your stomach empties, so you feel full for much longer. And third, it enhances the release of insulin, which helps manage blood sugar levels. So, the primary mechanism isn't some metabolic magic. It's simply making you eat less by controlling your appetite and satiety signals. This brings us to a critical point. Calories still matter. GLP-1 drugs don't burn fat directly. They create a caloric deficit by making you consume fewer calories. The weight loss you see is a direct result of this deficit. If you're eating fewer calories than your body is burning, you will lose weight. It's a fundamental principle of thermodynamics. These drugs just make adhering to that deficit significantly easier for many people. Now, let's talk about the big concern, muscle loss. Anytime you lose weight, you risk losing both fat and muscle. Studies on GLP-1 drugs show that, on average, people lose about 60 to 70% fat and 30 to 40% lean mass. That percentage of lean mass loss is higher than what we'd ideally want to see. Why does this happen? It's not the drug itself melting away your muscle. It's the consequence of a large and rapid caloric deficit, combined with insufficient protein intake and a lack of resistance training. Your body needs a reason to hold on to muscle, and if you're not signaling that need, it will be catabolized for energy, along with fat. This is where we need to be strategic. The goal isn't just weight loss, it's fat loss. We want to change your body composition for the better, which means preserving as much muscle as possible. Muscle is metabolically active, crucial for strength, function, and long-term health. Losing too much can lower your metabolic rate, making it harder to keep the weight off and impacting your overall quality of life. So, how do we fight this? Let's debunk a popular but misguided strategy: intermittent fasting. The idea is to restrict your eating to a specific window, say 8 hours a day. While this can help some people create a caloric deficit, it's a terrible strategy when you're on GLP-1 drugs and trying to preserve muscle. Here's why. To build or maintain muscle, you need to stimulate muscle protein synthesis throughout the day. This requires regular doses of protein, especially the amino acid leucine. When you fast for 16 hours, you're creating a long period where your body is in a catabolic state, breaking down tissues for energy. Then, you're trying to cram all your protein needs into a short eating window. Research is very clear on this. Muscle protein synthesis is optimized when you consume 25 to 40 grams of high-quality protein every 3 to 5 hours. By fasting, you miss multiple opportunities to stimulate this process, making muscle loss almost inevitable, especially in a caloric deficit. It's simply not an effective approach for body composition. So, what's the correct protocol? It's built on two pillars: targeted nutrition and smart resistance training. This is the evidence-based approach to skewing weight loss towards fat and away from muscle. Let's start with nutrition. Your number one priority is protein. You need to aim for 1.6 to 2.2 grams of protein per kilogram of your target body weight. So, if your goal is to be 80 kilograms, you'll need around 128 to 176 grams of protein daily. This high intake provides the building blocks your muscles need to repair and maintain themselves, even when calories are low. But it's not just about the total amount. It's about the timing. You must distribute this protein evenly throughout the day. Aim for at least 4 meals, each containing 30 to 45 grams of protein. This ensures a steady supply of amino acids to your muscles, keeping muscle protein synthesis elevated and minimizing breakdown. Think of it as constantly reminding your body that your muscles are important and need to be preserved. Good sources include lean meats, poultry, fish, eggs, Greek yogurt, and high-quality protein powders like whey or casein. Next, let's talk about calories. While the GLP-1 drug helps you feel full, you still need to track your intake to ensure a controlled deficit. A deficit of around 500 calories per day is a good starting point for sustainable fat loss, without being so aggressive that it accelerates muscle loss. Use a calorie tracking app to monitor your food intake and adjust based on your weekly weight loss, aiming for about 0.5% to 1% of your body weight per week. Now for the second pillar, resistance training. This is non-negotiable. Lifting weights is the most powerful signal you can send to your body to preserve and even build muscle. When you challenge your muscles, you create a stimulus for them to adapt and grow stronger. Your body responds to this demand by holding on to muscle tissue, even when in a caloric deficit. Your training program should focus on compound movements. These are exercises that work multiple muscle groups at once, like squats, deadlifts, bench presses, and overhead presses. They provide the most bang for your buck in terms of stimulating overall muscle mass. Aim to train each major muscle group at least twice a week. You should be lifting heavy enough that the last 1 or 2 repetitions of each set are challenging, but you can still maintain good form. This concept is called training close to failure, and it's essential for triggering muscle growth. Don't neglect progressive overload. This means you need to continually challenge your muscles over time. You can do this by gradually increasing the weight you lift, doing more repetitions or sets, or reducing your rest time between sets. Without this progression, your body will adapt, and you'll hit a plateau. Keep a training log to track your progress, and ensure you're consistently pushing yourself. Let's put it all together into a clear, actionable protocol. Step 1. Calculate your daily protein target 1.62 2.2 grams per kilogram of goal body weight. Step 2. Divide that protein into at least 4 meals, spread evenly throughout the day, every 3 to 5 hours. No fasting. Step 3. Establish a moderate caloric deficit of around 500 calories below your maintenance level and track your intake. Step 4. Engage in a structured resistance training program at least 3 to 4 days per week, focusing on compound lifts and progressive overload. Step 5. Monitor your progress, weigh yourself weekly, and take body measurements. If you're losing weight too quickly or feeling excessively weak, you may need to increase your calories slightly. This protocol works because it addresses the root causes of muscle loss during weight loss. The high, evenly distributed protein intake provides the necessary building blocks, while the resistance training provides the stimulus for muscle preservation. The GLP-1 drug makes it easier to stick to the caloric deficit needed for fat loss. But it's this combined strategy that optimizes your body composition results. You are taking control and directing your body to burn fat, not muscle. This isn't a quick fix, but it's the scientifically validated path to transforming your body in a healthy, sustainable way. By combining the powerful appetite-suppressing effects of GLP-1 drugs with a smart nutrition and training plan, you can achieve remarkable fat loss while keeping the muscle you've worked hard to build. Thank you for watching. If you found this information valuable, please like this video and subscribe to the channel for more evidence-based content on health and performance. See you in the next one.